What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. And with this video, we are jumping into Black Panther Legends, issue number 3. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with this line, go ahead, check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It is going to get you completely caught up on everything that has been going on with this Legends series. And what we have seen transpire so far is that T'Challa's adopted brother, Hunter, he is taking control of the secret police. And this has caused T'Challa to go into hiding. With him in exile and unable to return home, he is unable to continue his plan to open up Wakanda to the rest of the world, just like his father had wanted. Now, be sure to buy the comics, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this new origin story for Black Panther, we're picking up with a young Shuri, and right now she is just missing her brother, no one knowing where he is. And while she sits here in her solitude, we see the arrival of Hunter. Now, Hunter comes in and really asks her, like, why do you miss him? Why do you keep your mind on T'Challa all of the time? Because the truth of the matter is that he would have invited violence into our nation. The same violence that got their father killed, saying that T'Challa would have doomed them all to the same fate. But this is where he gets interrupted by one of his guards, letting them know that they have some kind of tracking on T'Challa. While they remain and keep this a secret from Shuri, Hunter knows that he is coming back. And that is because today is the day of the tournament. Every 5 years, the reigning Black Panther is challenged for the throne. And anyone who can defeat their uncle in combat, they will become the next Black Panther. They will become the next ruler of Wakanda. And so Hunter has every intention of ensuring that T'Challa does not make it to that tournament. And we see a young T'Challa. He is making his way through the crowd, keeping his head hooded, ensuring that no one is able to get eyes on him. But before he heads off to the tournament, he has one stop to make. And that is to his sister. And really, they just have a quick conversation. She made a mask for him. He says he can't wear it. Then she starts teasing him about Storm, about how he wants to see his new girlfriend watch him win ruler of Wakanda, so on and so forth. But they get rudely interrupted, and that is with the arrival of Hunter. Hunter and his police force, they come in and let Shuri know that she is going to be late to the tournament, but he believed that he had heard something inside. Really, this is them just saying that they don't trust her. That if T'Challa is in fact in Wakanda, then she is going to be the very first suspect that they check out and see if he is hiding out there. With her using her technology to create a fake wall, Hunter and the rest of them are unable to see T'Challa standing right there in the room. And with everyone making their exit, we pick up at the tournament. And this is the very first tournament without T'Challa's father. And if anybody is feeling this the hardest, it is their uncle, because this was his brother. They lived together, they grew up together, they fought together, and they ruled together. And though he was the man that was supposed to be going in this tournament, he is going to do everything he can to honor his brother's memory. And so we have every tribe, they put forth their champions. The greatest warriors, but also the greatest leaders. Whoever defeats the other champions, they then get the opportunity to go against the ruler of Wakanda. And so in the grand arena, this is where the tournament begins. And it doesn't take long for our first champion to win her fight. And while the tournament is ongoing, this is where we see Hunter and his guards, they make their leave, with Shuri going in to find out what is going on. This is where she gets ambushed. All of the guards surround her asking where T'Challa is, saying that they know that they have been in contact and they need to know, and they need to know right now. And it doesn't take long for T'Challa to drop in here and start laying down some haymakers. Telling his sister to run, he makes quick work of these guards. And with him kicking their butts, we pick up a short time later inside the arena. And at this point, the last fighters, they are coming to their end. And with the last warrior being defeated, this is where we see T'Challa jump onto the field. And so the two of them, they duel it out. But T'Challa is the one who comes out on top. With him getting the better of her, throwing her on her back, he helps her up to her feet. With his mask covered, everyone would like to know what tribe he is hailing from. Who is this stranger that challenges for ruler of Wakanda? And so, with Black Panther standing toe-to-toe with T'Challa not answering any of the questions, not even saying a single word, T'Challa swings at Black Panther and the fight is on. And as this fight begins, Black Panther quickly realizes that this is his nephew. He knows because he sat there and trained him how to fight, day in and day out. He knows exactly how he swings. He knows exactly when he's going to come in for his punches. And so because of this, we see Black Panther, he is getting the upper hand tremendously. And he is throwing T'Challa around this arena, telling him that he is too slow, that he is too loud, catching him every step of the way, and then it appears T'Challa gets him, catches him off guard, grabs his arm, and throws him down to the ground. And with that, he is victorious. With his uncle falling down to the ground and a face full of dirt, the crowd begins cheering T'Challa. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This one was definitely a quick comic, really just driving us through till he becomes the ruler of Wakanda. And what we see so far is that T'Challa, while he is a skilled fighter, there is no way that he could have beat his uncle there. The truth of the matter is it is more than likely his uncle allowed him to win, to give T'Challa the opportunity to be the ruler, to bring him out of exile, and hoping in doing this, he is making his brother proud, because we all saw that fight. At the end of the day, his uncle had his number. Every step, every turn, every jump, every single punch. There was no way T'Challa was going to win that fight. And so, of course, the most logical explanation is he allowed him to win. Not really sure if this was the best option, not really sure if this was the best choice. He knows that nothing is more important than family, and he only hopes that he's making his brother proud by doing all of this. And this tournament, it was definitely a lot less violent than we have seen previous tournaments. Because the truth is, they really just have to knock one another to the ground. The first one to fall down on the ground, that is their defeat. The first one to be knocked off of their feet, they lose any reign or any chance of getting the reins. But the next issue, it really does look promising, because in the next issue, it looks like he will be going against the Fantastic Four. Now, of course, covers are always deceiving, and it could be something vastly different. But what we do know is the Fantastic Four are gonna be involved in whatever the final issue of this comic is going to show us. I will say that this comic was a tad bit disappointing, and that's simply because it was so short. I would have really liked to see more of the tournament, more fighting, more going on with Hunter trying to track them down. And it just felt like it was very rushed. It felt like they were really just trying to get to the point where T'Challa is now the ruler of Wakanda. And because of that, I feel like there are just a few gaps missing in this issue alone. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out. And until the next breakdown.